everybody. Good evening. This is a new and different way to do a live video. I have never used my laptop to do a live video like this. So usually do it through Zoom, which we're not doing this evening because look, my guest is with me in my house because he would be my husband, Steve. So you usually see my face, but Steve is the man behind the plan. He is the chairman of the board for CHAP, and I'm very glad that you've joined me this evening.
Thank you, Ginger.
I know it's not Steve's favorite place to be in front of the camera, so we're just going to share some things with you to finish out our day. So what you've seen throughout the day, we have talked about all the different resources that CHAP has for you. You can check out all those other videos, especially the one that I did with Ro earlier today. And we've also talked about the ways that you can give to CHAP to support the mission that's happening here as we help homeschoolers. So we'll go over those things at the end of this video again too. But that's what we've been talking to you about all this day. And that's included like scholarship things and all those types of things. But what we haven't talked about today is the legislative aspect of homeschooling in Pennsylvania. So what Steve's going to share about in the next few minutes here is some of the things that we are doing to in the legislative arena regarding homeschool law in Pennsylvania. So take it away, Steve.
All right, thank you, Ginger. So, one of the important aspects of CHAP is being a legislative watchdog. We need someone in Pennsylvania who's looking out for our freedoms and our rights and our ability to homeschool and train up our children the way that they should go. And so we have a very special person on our board, Brad Vestito, who reads through all of the legislation coming through the Pennsylvania House and Senate Education committees to review what's out there, to see if there's anything of interest to homeschoolers, anything that's going to impact us. And then he writes up a legislative update, and we share that with everyone via our e-news and post it on our website, of course. And we work closely with HSLDA. And so Will Estrada from HSLDA is our current rep for Pennsylvania. So we work with him. CHAP's done a lot with the law. Of course, Brad Vestito is maintaining connections with the education committees and other legislators to help promote the message of CHAP, to let them know that we're a resource when they have questions related to homeschooling. So we've been involved. We also will work with various legislators' offices and provide them with publications to put in their office, things like that. So we're here. We're fighting for the rights of Pennsylvanians to homeschool.
Absolutely. So in the past, did you mention, I'm sorry, I was thinking about some of our things, but did you mention CHAP's involvement in past legislative wins or legislative changes, law changes?
I did not, but in the past we have been heavily involved. We helped get the homeschool law changed so that we don't have to hand the we don't have to hand the portfolios into the school district. So we've been involved, and other legislation that comes through, we work to help smooth that, craft that. So I think one of the recent things that went through was the
unsworn declaration. Yeah. Well, that was in relation to COVID. I know one of the recent things that they did was access to school classes and stuff like that, and they're working on tech type things. So there's things like that going on where we are in communication with the folks there in Harrisburg who are involved with those bills. Also, I've talked a lot with Will Estrada this fall. Many of you have written in to us asking questions about overreach, school district overreach, people asking for things that are not in the law, like medical records or testing or placement tests or other crazy things that are absolutely not founded in the homeschool law. So I've brought all these issues that you've brought to my attention, to the attention of Will at HSLDA, and he's brought my attention to things that I was unaware of. And HSLDA will craft letters and send them to the school districts, making the school districts aware of what the law actually says. And there have been times when I've signed that with them, and he definitely keeps us in the loop of what's going on with that, and we keep them in the loop and get them involved as needed for the sake of the homeschool folks here in Pennsylvania, because you need someone to advocate for you in that. There's all the school districts think different things about what the homeschool law says, and a lot of times they think it's like the public school law, and that's just not the case. So we are here to make sure that we keep you guys free, keep your freedom to homeschool, and don't have the law trampled on by those who just might not be educated about it. So those are really good things to be aware of. Um, so we are involved in keeping an eye out on the legislative stuff. So that's one of the things that we do, that we provide for you, in making sure that homeschooling stays an option in the state of Pennsylvania. So I know if you're listening from out of the state of Pennsylvania, it might not apply to you, but it's important that we're all fighting for our freedoms in our individual states and aware of what's going on, of where you're at. So when you're donating, we talked earlier today about what you're donating to. You're not only supporting events, you're not only supporting Chat with Chat videos or Ro's new video, you're not just supporting publications or the foundation, but you're also supporting keeping that freedom to homeschool available to us. You're supporting us in continuing to keep up our communications with the legislators in Harrisburg. So as we wrap up for this evening, we're going to talk about those ways that you can partner with CHAP in order to further the mission and the vision of what we're doing. So our mission, we're equipping, connecting, encouraging, and protecting homeschoolers in the state of Pennsylvania and beyond the borders of Pennsylvania, and encouraging you in your walk to train the next generation of children to follow Christ in all of life. So as you're considering Giving Tuesday and even end of year giving, consider CHAP. And you can go to chaponline.com/donate. And Steve's going to share a little bit about the 3 options that you have when you go to the donate page, what each of them are, and what they, like if you donate to that, what it's actually doing, what it's supporting.
Yeah, so there's actually 2 parts to CHAP. We have 2 different organizations. One of them is the CHAP Foundation, and that is a 501c3 organization, which means that the CHAP Foundation can give charitable receipts. So we have 2 different funds with the CHAP Foundation, and one of those is we provide grants to homeschool families in need so they can buy curriculum, supplies, that type of thing. That's our CHAP Foundation fund that you would be giving to. And the other fund from the CHAP Foundation is our scholarship fund. So each year we give out 2 awards um, to graduating seniors to attend college, go to a gap year program, or something else. So I think that's been a blessing. If you follow our e-news, we just had several articles in there about scholarship recipients, and we've been featuring some of our grant recipients from the CHAP Foundation. Our third fund is with the CHAP organization, which is a 501c4, which means we're a nonprofit, but that doesn't take charitable receipts. But we still need, we still need your help. We still use your financial support. So that is our Homeschool Freedom Fund. That will help us in continuing the fight for freedoms in Pennsylvania, paying for the publications, all the other things that CHAP does, all come through that fund.
All right, so that's it, guys. That's what you have. And remember, not only are your treasure valuable, is your treasure valuable, but your time and your talents are valuable also. So if you would like to support CHAP by sharing your time and your talents with us, please drop us a line, staff@chaponline.com. You can go to use the contact form on chaponline.com, message us here, inbox on Facebook, comment on the videos. We'd like to hear from you. I'm sure there's a place that we can get you plugged in, whether it's with convention or as a mentor or as one of the many people we need doing the background work that aren't very visible but are super important We would love to have you on the team to partner with us to support homeschoolers in the state of Pennsylvania. So thanks for being with me today. You've seen me a lot of times. You see me with a number of different folks. I'm very glad to have had all my guests on with me today, and you can be looking at your e-news because we'll be sending along our suite of videos for you to rewatch if you missed them all. And thank you so much for walking with us. Thank you for using the resources, and we're just very glad that you are there for us to support. We're very, very glad to have the opportunity to help others continue their homeschool journey. And you might want to keep your eye out on Thursday because Rose Resource Room is going to make its debut on Spotify and YouTube and Facebook too. So thank you for joining us. Anything else to say, Steve?
She puts me right on the spot. Yes, we just thank you for taking time to watch today and to learn more about what CHAP is doing, and we just encourage you to keep on and train up your children in the way that they should go.
Right. Very good. Thanks for joining me, Steve. All right. We'll see you guys all next time. Have a great evening. Bye now.
Thanks.